You know, from 2009 to now, you know, we always talk about taking it up to the next level. I mean, for myself, you know, in respect to like competing, I compete against myself of the previous year kind of a thing, to try to make those steps forward that you guys see and want. And with this, for our learnings from 2009, we sat down at the very beginning and what did we learn, and we have taken it to the next level.
Much like when we announced Insidious earlier this year, even though these are properties that Chris and I have done before, we didn't want to just go, okay, that maze was great, let's do it again. We always try to push ourselves. We always try to think of new angles. And in this particular maze, that had to do with the scenic environments, but also the characters we're going to be featuring, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But the hardest thing to do when you're doing Halloween, believe it or not, is this. And what you're looking at on screen, that is a pull of the original Michael Myers mask from the film. This we took over at Trancas Films. That's the hardest thing we've ever had to sculpt, or I should say Larry Bones at Boneyard Effects has ever had to sculpt in 10 years of doing horror nights. Is that a fair statement?
Very difficult. Likeness is very tough, but likeness of a slip latex Halloween mask? Wow. It's really tough, because you can see some of the folds and wrinkles in a little bit, but I tell you, he nailed it.
Yeah, he did nail it, and actually that's something that I thought we didn't. To be honest, I don't think we nailed it the first time. I think this time we really, with the help of Trancas and being able to have the real mask in front of us and being able to really study this, I think this time we nailed it, and you're going to see it when you go through the maze. But sometimes the simplest things are the hardest, and that's absolutely the case of this mask.